Ben, great season for you, TT win and the World Championship. I've got to ask you this question, which one felt the greatest, the TT win or the F2 Championship?
No question, TT win. Yeah.
It's amazing. You go through a whole season and yet something like that doesn't eclipse winning a TT. How was the TT for you this year?
Yeah, good. We had I suppose we had everything that a TT will throw at you. We had fame and fortune, if you like. First race we had a component failure, in the engine that wasn't a Honda part, I might like to add, which cost us that. But that's just what TT is, and you never really know that you've got it till you cross that line. And I couldn't have wished it to go to a better bloke, and it did.
For you, John, you pinched the one win off him, but the other big events this year for you is you've got married. How did that feature on the TT win was the best, or getting married was the best?
No comment. Well, TTs are everything, aren't they? But Fiona's a special lady, so equal. We'll go equal.
So now that you're sort of, if you like, partners in life, is there any chance that she's going to be partner in the sidecar now?
Not at the moment. I don't think she likes the breed of bike that I ride. And I still want to go and win, and Fee probably thinks she's probably not capable of doing that. So maybe not yet, but who's to say in the future? I don't know.
Do you find it's been a difficult thing having both of you in motorsport? Is that something that the one worries about the other, or is it just something because you're both in it, you both know the risk and you just get on with it?
Yeah, we just get on it. We put our helmets on and go and ride our bikes. We know what it's all about. No, you just want them to do well more than worry. Trust what her dad does with Fiona, and we just go and, I don't really think about it, we just go and do it.
And for you, Ben, it's 2 years now since you had the nasty off at the TT. Any residual injuries? I know that you've had several operations on the hand to get it right. You came back and won. Is it back to how it should be now?
I don't think it ever will be as it should be, but I just use my other hand for doing certain things, and we're all right.
I'm not going to comment on that. So plans for 2017, you've been running your own team this year. That was a big change for you. Has that worked out well?
Yeah, really well. Yeah, a big change and different challenge, but we had a good year last year learning from that, and we've managed to carry over some sponsors, and we'll have another year doing the same.
And what about you, John? TT again for you?
Yeah, TT definitely. And we've managed to secure both my main sponsors, Ian Barnes and Clarissa Beedman from Silicon Engineering. So we're happy with our setup, and thanks to this person here stood next to me, built a fantastic bike which is near enough like a sister bike to what Ben's running. So we're happy with everything that we've got, do you know what I mean? And we've got a change of passenger next year. We've got Lee Kane on rather than Andy. We decided just to go our separate ways, so quite looking forward to that. A bit of fresh blood, fresh thoughts, and where we go.
Well, it's obviously isn't a very experienced passenger. Can I just ask you, how important is that for you as a rider, to know that you haven't got to think twice about the passenger? He knows what you're doing. You just get on with the job. Is that something that is crucial?
Yeah, well, Andy and I have been together since 2006. You don't have to think about it. We're just riding our own bike, if you know what I mean. It's quite strange for somebody to think about it. We just do our own thing, and I don't think much about what Andy's doing, or he don't think what I'm doing. And I guess it's the same with Ben and Tom. We've both got the job to do. And
yeah, sorry, Johnny. It's critical. I mean, I'm really lucky in a way that it's Tom who's my brother, so we already have a connection, and we've been together since we started, and hopefully that's how it'll stay. So I couldn't really imagine doing it with anybody else if he decided he didn't want to. I think twice about where my career would go racing wise, but it is everything, and it gives you a strength that you need and a confidence that you need to do what you need to do, especially at a place like TT. You need him with you 1,000,000% if you want to go fast.
And just asking, obviously that's an important part of the setup of the machine, knowing what the passenger is going to be doing, and you've got confidence there. But I noticed on the F2 machine how much smaller that is. Is that a harder thing to set up? It's got a much smaller footprint on the road, the Formula 2 machine. I mean, looking back on some of the LCRs, the bigger machines, they're much bigger, longer. Is it harder to set up one of these Formula 2s?
I don't find them as fickle as a long bike, to be honest. But we're both very light, and I think that makes a difference. So the Formula 2 bike is more of a lot of what you say is an entry-level bike. So there's not as much adjustment as what there is on a long bike. So essentially, it's easier, and it doesn't need too much adjustment. It just needs to stay consistent, and you ride it as it is. That's the whole concept behind the shorter bike, and that again puts an importance on the passenger to be consistent in the way that he moves, so you're not double guessing or trying to do things twice, if you like. So as regards that, I think they're easier to ride.
What about for you, John? Do you feel the same?
Well, we've quite different careers really. I've only recently got on a long LCR, and to be fair, I found it more difficult to make that transition. I think we're getting there somewhere near now, but the long bike, all right, look, there's a lot more levers because there's a lot more going on, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? You alter something, and it makes a bigger difference than altering something on a little bike. So I think the bigger ones are harder to set up and just jump on. It's like putting an old shoe on my little bike, just go and ride it. But the big bike, I'm having to think about what's happening and more than the small bike, you know.
Well, it's been great to talk to you, and I wish you every success for 2017. Thank you both very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.